Hello students, welcome back to the fifth lecture of integration. So up till now you have studied about the basic functions of integrations and I am very sure you are thorough with the all types of sums whatever we have covered till now. Also you should have done enough practice. So with this we will move towards next topic of integration, that is integration by parts. Okay, so here we are going to deal with the functions which are basically product of two functions. So suppose we have integration as we want to find integration of function 1 into function 2 and we are integrating with respect to dx. So we have to assume our first function as u and second function as v. So formula of integration u into v dx is given as u into integral of v dx minus integration of, in this square bracket I am doing, d dx of u, that is d dx of first function u, into integration of v dx dx. Okay, so what you can observe here is the first function, so this is the formula, first function u as it is I am keeping in the formula, then integration of second function with respect to dx minus this is whole integration of this bracket dx, and inside the bracket we have derivative of first function u into integration of v dx. Okay, so you have to keep on solving till you get the final answer. Now as it is a product of two functions, you may have combinations of functions. So up till now we have seen algebraic functions, exponential functions, trigonometric functions, inverse trigonometric functions and logarithmic functions. Okay, so we have to choose the serial order when we are solving such type of integration. So in the question they may give you randomly any two functions product. So first check the order. If the order matches with the given order, then proceed with this formula, else you have to rearrange the two functions with respect to the given order. Okay, and then you have to proceed further. So before you apply this formula of product of two integrations or product of two functions to find integration, first check whether they are in the given order. Now what is this order? I have written for you, which is the simple mnemonic. You have to remember it as Lie8. Now what is Lie8? This is logarithmic. L stands for logarithmic, I stands for inverse trigonometric functions, I am writing short form. E stands for algebraic functions, T stands for trigonometric function, and E stands for exponent function. Okay, so I am showing you here. Suppose, say example 1. In the first case they give you one function 1 into function 2, in which let's say this is logarithmic and this is trigonometric. Okay, so here we are keeping the order same, we are not changing it, so we will keep it as, when we will apply this we will keep it this only, this order only, because whatever is the given question, first check whether log exists, then log should come first, then after that inverse will come. Now here the order is L and T, so it is L and T, so L comes first, T comes later, right? Then say example 2, integration of, say we have some function 11 and function 12, in which say this is exponential and this is inverse trigonometric function. Now here as you can see that this order, inverse comes before exponential, so we have to rearrange this as function 12 we will take it first and then we will take, that means we have to choose which is our u and which is v. So in this case, in the second case, we have u as f12 and v as f11. So we have just exchanged them, and then we can apply this formula which I have done. Okay, so here in this case, this is u and v, it remains like that. Now here we will first change the order. So now this acts as u and this acts as v, and then we will apply this formula. Okay, got it? So you have to check for this. Suppose if we have a and t, then keep it as it is. Suppose if you have I and a, keep it as it is. But if you have a and I, then change the order. I think you have got this. Okay, so with that we will start doing the integration sums based on this. Now see, basic formulae are going to remain same, right? That means when I'm finding here integration or ddx, again integration of this, we have to use same basic formulae which we have done for logarithmic, inverse logarithmic, exponents, etc. Only the thing is that as there is a product, we have to apply this rule. Yes, the sums are going to be lengthy. Okay, so just be careful while solving this. So let's proceed with the numerical. So our very first question is evaluate x into tan square x dx. So first check our Lie order. So this is your algebraic function and this is trigonometric function. Okay, in exam you are not supposed to write this. You have to identify and proceed, or simply write Lie here like this. Okay, you can use this also to write. I will just show you here. Right, so just identify, yes, the first function is algebraic, second is trigonometric, so u and v. You can show this as a rough work allowed. Then you can write this is u and this is v, and then we will apply the formula, which is, once you choose v, we will use the formula directly, which is u into integration of v, so x into integration of tan square x minus integration, you have to write in bracket, d dx of u, which is x, into integration of v. Okay, so this is the one bracket, and for this integration you have to write dx out. So let's solve this further. Now you know that tan square x direct integration formula is not available, so we will write it as sec square x minus 1 dx, because we know 1 plus tan square x is sec square x, minus d dx of x is 1 into, same here we will write it as integration of sec square x minus 1 dx, and this is for the outer integral, right? So that is going to be x into, now you can find integration of sec square x and integration of 1x separately. So this is going to be integration of sec square x is tan x and integration of 1 is x. You can write here if you want plus c1, but it's okay that you just solve everything and then write plus c later, right? Minus, for a time being keep it as it is. See, we have to keep this integration, outer integration as it is till we solve the inner bracket. Okay, so as it is 1, we are not considering it. Now integration of sec square x is tan x, again minus 1 by integration x and dx, right? So that means this integration answer is in this bracket and this integration sign out and this dx. So that means we have to double integrate. After integrating this inner bracket, we have to again one more time integrate, that is in the product rule. So here we will solve further. We get x tan x minus x square minus, now integration of tan x is, you know, it is log of sec x. Okay, just remember all the integration formula, and here we have minus minus plus, integration of x is x square by 2 plus c. Now we will write, so final answer is, answer of this is x tan x minus x square, okay, 1 minute, this is minus x square plus x square by 2, so that becomes minus x square by 2 minus log of sec x plus c. This is the final answer. Okay, so yes, it is little bit lengthy. So if you can manage to do till here all the integration problems, then we can say that for integration you have done 70 to 75% work here. Okay, we will see the next problem now. So here is our next problem, which is integration x square into e raised to 3x dx. Okay, so this is applying the Lie rule. Here we have algebraic and exponent, so they are in the same order u, v. We'll keep it as it is and then we will proceed further. So solution, I is equal to integral x square e raised to 3x dx. Okay, so just see how I'm doing it. So this is going to be u into integration of e raised to 3x dx minus integration, don't forget to put the square bracket, d dx of x square, okay, into integration of e raised to 3x dx, that is v, and then whole bracket ka dx. Please remember that this dx is for this outer integral. Okay, so solve further. Now you know that integration of e raised to x is e raised to x, but here we have e raised to 3x. Okay, so that is going to be e raised to 3x upon 3 minus, we'll keep this as it is till we solve. So here the answer is d dx of x square is 2x, okay, into here again we will get e raised to 3x upon 3 dx. Okay, so now we can write it as 1 upon 3 x square e raised to 3x minus integration of 2 by 3 x into e raised to 3x dx. Now what you can observe here is we get another product, right? That is, this is the constant, this will come out of the integration. Now here we have x into 3 raised to x, again this is u and this is v, so you have to reapply uv formula to this. Okay, that is, so I'm just solving quickly. Minus 2 by 3, okay, and then I'm showing you this step, that integration of, now I'm going to do x square into e raised to 3x dx, sorry, x into 3x to e raised to 3x dx. So on this again I'm applying uv rule, right? So just keep these terms which are already found as it is. So now again applying the same uv rule, so I'm just writing this bracket. So x as it is into integration of e raised to 3x dx minus integration of d dx of x. Are you getting what I'm doing? See, again here I'm not getting a simplified answer, I'm getting again a product of two terms, so I have to reapply uv formula here. Minus into integration of e raised to 3x dx, then this is dx and then the curly bracket is over. So this is going to be, just solve quickly. So we get x into e raised to 3x upon 3 minus d dx of x is 1, so integration sign remains as it is, 1 into e raised to 3x, integration of this is, integration of this term is upon 3, okay, bracket complete, and outer dx, that means iska dx baki hai. Okay, getting it till this. So that is equal to 1 upon 3 x square e raised to 3x minus 2 by 3 into, this is x into e raised to 3x by 3 minus integration of this is going to be, yes, a 1 upon 3 out आ जाएगा, मतलब it will come out of this, and then integration of e raised to 3x is e raised to 3x upon 3, okay, and plus c. So now just see, we have to expand this and find a final answer. So though the steps looks lengthy, uv formula in this particular case we have applied twice. Okay, so nothing difficult, all the basic formulae are same, only you have to be careful while solving. So what is the final answer now? just see. So this is going to be 1 upon, that means 1 upon 3 x square into e raised to 3x. Then this is minus 2 by 9 x into e raised to 3x, minus minus plus, and this is 3 into 3 into 3, that is 27. So plus 2 by 27 into e raised to 3x plus c, and this is the final answer. Okay, so we are getting final answer with respect to e raised to 3x and some constants, right? Now we'll see the next one of some different type we will see now. Now look at this sum, integration of sine inverse x dx. Now you can ask, madam, here we have only one term, so where is the product of two terms first of all? And looking at this example, you may get confused how to solve it, because you know integration of 1 upon square root of 1 square minus x square is sine inverse x, but here they have asked us to find integration of sine inverse x. So we'll see how to solve it. So what we will do is, we know Lie rule. This comes under inverse trigonometric, so we will choose this as product of 2. Now here is the knack, that what is the second function we are going to choose. Obviously it would be either between a, t and e, so we will choose a, and we will write this as I is equal to integration sine inverse x into 1 dx. Okay, so this is our algebraic function. So this is u into v, the term remains unchanged, and we can just apply uv rule to solve this. Okay, so that is u, we'll just solve this further. Integration of u into v is u into, so sine inverse x into integration of 1 dx minus integration of d dx of u into integration of v dx, and this is for outer. So we get, this remains as it is, sine inverse x into 1, the integration is x, minus, this is the outer integration, we will keep it as it is for a time being. Now you know d dx of this is integration 1 square minus x square into integration of 1 dx is x dx. Now just see, now you have to solve the integration of this, correct? So that is going to be sine inverse x into x minus x upon this. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to write this as f dash x upon fx. Okay, so just see, minus, here I am just adjusting the term, multiplying and dividing numerator by minus 2. Okay, so that is here, this will be plus, then minus minus plus, integration of minus 2x upon, okay, that means I have divided this by multiplied this by also minus 2 and this by also minus 2, both numerator and denominator are multiplied by minus 2. Right, now let's solve this further. Sine inverse x into x, okay, and then this becomes minus 2 and 2 and 2 gets cancelled, so 1 integration minus x upon 1 minus x square dx. Now here we have to do some substitution. I am showing the substitution here. Let root of 1 minus x square as t. Therefore, what is your dt? Not root. Let 1 minus x square as t. So simply this, I am not considering square root. So minus 2x dx is equal to dt, right? So this was our substitution. Okay, 1 minute. So I am just keeping this as it is, and this is minus 2 only. Okay, so minus 2 dx I am writing it as d. So this becomes, this terms as it is, sine inverse x into x plus half, and now this becomes 1 upon root t into dt, because this is your t, so this becomes root t and this is dt. So just solve this. This is answer of this, which is very basic. So we are going to get 1 upon, that is t raised to root t, right? Root t का integration is, that is t raised to half, so t raised to 3 by 2 upon this. Sorry, t raised to minus half is, sorry. So this becomes plus 2 and plus 2. So that is 2 root t plus c. So now we will resubstitute for that. Plus, now this gets cancelled and root t is the root of 1 minus x square plus c. Okay, so this is our final answer. We will just rearrange. Instead of writing sine inverse x, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm writing x first, then sine inverse x plus root of 1 minus x square plus c. Okay, so looks tedious because here we have to use substitution also. Just see, in the earlier example we have to do integration of u by v twice. In this particular example, first we have rearranged the terms, we have added extra term, and at this step we have to do substitution for t, substitution of x as t. Okay, so whatever you have learned in the earlier examples, apply those techniques here to simplify and further solve. Okay, now see the next example. This is the lengthy example, so I have just chosen it for you, which is I is equal to sec cube x dx. Okay, I is equal to sec cube x dx. So let's solve. I am assigning here triple star for this one. Okay, expect it in the exam. Very lengthy sum, not tough but lengthy sum. Okay, so here again I have got only single function. My first job is to write it in uv form. So I is equal to sec x into sec square x, both are trigonometric, so that is u into v we have got, right? So we will apply the rule, that is equal to sec x u into integration of this minus integration of d dx of sec x into integration of sec square x dx. Now solve this further. You know integration of sec square x is tan x, so this is sec x into tan x minus d dx of sec x is sec x tan x, correct? See, now that means this integration sign which is out, we have to keep it as it is. Now answer of this is tan x dx. Okay, ये outer bracket का dx है जिसका. So here we get this as it is, keeping this as it is, minus integration of sec x into tan square x dx. So again, as you can see, we have got u into v multiplication, integration of u into v twice. So here tan square x, I am rewriting it as sec square x minus 1, right? So this is going to be sec x tan x minus, just multiply, so we get sec cube x minus this into this is sec x dx. Now you can see here, whatever is our first integration we have got here, that is I is equal to integral of this. Same when we will solve this, we are getting this as same I. So instead of solving this further, what we will do is we will substitute at integration of sec cube x dx as I. Okay, so remaining terms as it is, sec x tan x minus this I am writing it as I plus, now we know integration of sec x is minus minus, this will become plus, and integration of sec x is log of sec x tan x plus c. Okay, so we have got I is equal to this. So therefore what will happen when I shift this I here? 2I is equal to sec x tan x plus log of sec x plus tan x plus c. Okay, so I is, just shift this here, sec x tan x by 2 plus 1 upon 2 log of sec x plus tan x plus c. Okay, got it? So this is our final answer. So just see, this is tricky over here. At this step I have substituted. So as you can see that applying UV rule is one thing, and in the further proceeding you may have to change your course. Sometimes you have to substitute, sometimes you have to you will get the same integration what is the question, what they have asked for. So substitute for I, sometimes substitute for T, sometimes you may get another U into V. So have patience and solve it, don't get confused while solving. So final answer is half into sec x tan x plus half into log of sec x plus tan x plus c. That's all for today. Okay, we will see further examples, or I may share only the pictures of it. I have told you main basic 4 type of numericals. Based on that you have to identify, apply Liet rule, identify which rule we are going to apply. Sometimes if in the given question there is no there are no two functions specified, you have to check out which 2 functions you will choose and then proceed further. Bye.